All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome again. We here at BNB Formula are doing the hard work of answering your most searched questions for the short-term rental industry. So let's see what question we have lined up for you today. Does Airbnb allow rental arbitrage? Fantastic question. And the very short answer is yes. Now, that would be a 10 to 15 second YouTube video, and the algorithm will just beat us to a pulp. So we have to appease the YouTube demigods. And so this will be a little more nuanced of an answer. So, one, Airbnb doesn't have the manpower to verify otherwise. So in the world of real estate, there's a concept known as skip tracing, where you can actually find out who the actual owner of a property is. It's very time consuming. And if you do one of the things we teach, and that stick your property inside of an LLC, that can make it very difficult to determine. So you can actually have all kinds of protections, which are not the point of this video, in that kind of scenario. They could put verifications in place, and in fact, some of their competitors do owner verified properties, but Airbnb does not. Airbnb does know that they have people arbitraging their properties, and we'll get to that in a second. They actually sometimes even encourage rental arbitrage. But this comes with a giant warning. There are, and I don't know the term for it, but it's basically Airbnb approved apartment complexes. These are very insidious, and I would encourage you to stay far away from them. Airbnb complexes, they don't own the complex, but they have contacted the complex's owners to allow short-term rentals, specifically Airbnb rentals, in the complex. But this comes with a lot of catches. One, you cannot be listed on any other platforms. So if you would show up and say, "Hi, I'm Mr. New, going to rental arbitrage your place," they'd say, "Great, we're all for it. Sign right here." Then the second you get onto Vrbo, your listing gets shut down because there's an exclusivity clause that says you can only be on Airbnb. So that's number one. Number two, you will pay standard rent to be in that apartment complex. However, that apartment complex, depending on their agreement with Airbnb, is going to get a percentage of your income. I haven't seen 5%. I've seen 10%, 15%, 20%. And they are doing no more work. They're adding no more value to the listing other than the honor and the privilege of letting you do it when there's tons of other owners that would allow you to do this. So that 10, 20% could be the difference on a single month of being in the black or being in the red. Now, if you follow the formula that we teach, we can help you avoid these altogether. But again, giving away 10 to 20% of your profit for no other reason than the location you chose is not good business strategy. Number three, Airbnb will actually work with you. We have had hosts where the owner has turned around and sold the property right out from underneath them. Again, that's very uncommon, and typically, if they're following our methodologies, they will avoid owners like this. However, things do happen, and it isn't a perfect world. Well, these hosts that we work with have built up their reputation and their ratings, and sometimes they have hundreds of 5 stars, and canceling on future guests. So say this owner tells you on August 1st, we're going to be selling the property, and you've got bookings all the way out through Christmas. You could be canceling on tens and tens of guests if it's a single unit. That is a reputation you will never recover from. Vrbo actually just today put out a statement that they're going to suspend you as a host for a full week if you ever cancel on a guest. So this is the big cardinal sin in short-term rental world, is canceling on a guest. You never, ever, ever, ever want to do that. Well, Airbnb actually understands that a significant percentage of their product, right? And they're in the business to sell you. They're in the business to sell your property, sell your listing, however you want to word it, however you want to look at it, they're selling that. And so that's the biggest reason behind all this is they want to sell product. And if arbitrage means they have more product to sell, they're certainly not going to turn their backs on that. But they understand, because there is a certain percentage of these hosts in their portfolio that arbitrage their units, they aren't always in control of their circumstances, and even less so when they don't own the property. And so if you get a letter from the owner and send it on into them, Airbnb will actually work with you and your guests and won't penalize you, and you can continue to conduct your business beyond this. It's very painful to lose a property, but it does happen from time to time. So if you guys found any value in this video at all, you know the drill. Today's not your first day on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Send a snarky comment down below, or not. That's fine. I'll never know, or will I? But either way, we're still going to be here. We're still going to be cranking out awesome content for you. And either way, thanks.